Question is what to do when smashed under, we'll call it 3/4 mount, sounds like when you're under mount and you just get that one little ankle between your legs and the rest of your life sucks. So what do you think, Nelson?
So I think this happens a lot when I get tunnel vision. And I'm here and I'm just obsessing over this ankle and I'm not doing anything else to defend myself. So I'm like, yeah. But my arm's strapped or Matt's getting one hand in the collar real deep and like I'm ignoring all of this because I just want to catch this. So if Matt gets like really deep into an armbar setup or really deep into my collar, like this is not really helping me. So before any of that happens is one, I'm gonna put one hand here and I'm gonna frame, right? So I got my frame to keep his hips from coming up. I'm on my side so he can't cross his feet underneath me. I'm turned a little bit so Matt pressures down. He's on my hips and I can actually breathe. And two is like this hand has to be up here just defending my collar from nonsense, right? Because I don't wanna be escaping mount while he gets like super deep here. So as soon as Matt starts getting one hand in the collar deep, I have to grab it. Sometimes I might have to use two hands and defend this and then go back to the escape. Same if he starts like attacking my arms, I'm just gonna have to, for a second, just walk on my shoulders and keep my arms nice and low and glued to me because the moment my arm starts getting lifted, my life's gonna suck. Even if I'm here and I start like catching this is not worth it because I'm in trouble, my arm's isolated. I'm really likely to get armbar or triangle, whether it's arm triangle or him, like, you know, freeing his leg and triangling me.
White butt life.
Yeah, or getting Americana. So, getting the quarter mount is great. Getting the quarter mount in a position where you're gonna be able to capitalize is even better. So, as I'm framing and I'm doing all these things to keep myself safe, I'm defending my collar and keeping that crossface away. Now, boom, I have half guard. Boom, I'm like all the way here.
That's 32 booms.
And I'm in close guard. So it's just getting to that quarter mount from a good position. You're in a bad position to mount, but you're in a good, safe position where there's no immediate danger is what you want to do. You don't want to put yourself in danger to get the quarter mount.
Yeah, I think for a white belt, often it's if you can grab onto some little thing that slows things down or makes their life a little more complicated, like frustrated, we'll say, it can seem like a success because you're not tapping as quickly, but just spending the rest of your time getting smashed is really not a big bonus. You see this too with other like attempts at escapes, like let's say I'm under side control and you know, like I'm able to just like throw, like give me this ankle. Yeah, I catch like this. So this is the other kind of quarter position. I catch this and I'm like, I got it. And my neck is exposed, my arms are out of position, I'm getting smashed. Holding onto that might even be the thing that makes me stuck now.
Yeah.
Like I might be better off just letting go and finding something else to do. But as a white belt, having something to squeeze and slow things down can feel better than just whatever happening. But in the long run, you got to figure out, is this really helping or just delaying things? With the one Nelson is showing under mount, he's actually got the start of an escape. There's a lot of mount escapes that begin with catch that ankle. But if you're just catching the ankle and your arms are all screwed up and your spine is twisted around, and it's not going to get you any further. So you got to figure out, how do we really get here? Back it up a few steps and figure out why. You know, it's kind of like the eternal, it's that like Zen black belt answer we get to give you, where it's like, what you seek is not what you need. Like, you know, like the problem looks like it's this, but really it was way back here when it started. You got to think back to why am I getting mounted and all I can get is this so often, and then figure out how to improve that, which is kind of like the story of just learning everything.
Yeah, and as a white belt, we brought this up before, it's just survive. So number one thing is like your survival. So how are you positioning yourself in mount, giving yourself a chance to escape. Mm-hmm. So in order to give the best chance for yourself to escape is don't let people grab your collar and don't let people bring your arms up. And then you're like miles ahead of 90% of white belts. Mm-hmm. So whatever mount escape you're doing, doesn't matter. Is like figure out how to do it while making those things true. I'm protecting my neck by protecting my collars, and I'm keeping my arms glued to myself. And then, like, you know, if we're doing like a roll escape, an UPA escape, I'm gonna have to like bring my arms out and catch you. But still, like, you know, my arms extend and then they're back here again, and I'm like super tight, and then we roll over. Same as like we're catching the ankle. I'm gonna have to like push. This moment I'm gonna push, but still, like, I'm not just coming at you, arms straight, or letting you put me in these positions where bad things happen.
Yeah. And then I would say white belts, just keep doing positional sparring if you can make some time for it, starting under side control, starting under mount, and just put a ton of time in there. It's your biggest frustration, so you got to spend the most time there making it not so bad. And that'll just come from being there, do it over and over again. And not just in sparring where you stall out, like make it a drill where you reset enough times that you get enough attempts at a real escape in that you're learning the real escape, not just to be smothered for 5 minutes with someone's foot between your thighs. Give that a shot.